What's up, Knucklehead Nation? I am Tavia Tenpow. Across the screen from me is Joe, the real Diamond, and it is Fight Week here in South Florida. We are super excited because Saturday, June 1st, it all goes down in Pompano Beach. FightersRep 23 happening at the Arian Event Center. Go ahead, go online, get your tickets because I'm pretty sure they're almost all sold out. So you want to get on that ASAP if you still want to come to the fight. So first and foremost, Joe, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. I'm feeling healthy, and I'm ready to go.
Very good. How's camp going?
Uh, it's, it's really good, actually. It's really good. All my camps I do for all my fights are very hard, and I stay very disciplined. And especially for the dude I'm going against, because his work ethic is second to none. So I'm just training really hard so I can give this fight fireworks.
Nice. And I know we spoke a little before. You typically fight at 45, but this fight is 55. So there's really not much of a cut for you. I assume it'll be a light cut if anything.
Yeah, not even any cut really, just
Oh,
sweat.
nice. So you're coming in full strength. So we should
Yep.
see a full strength Joe, the real Diamond. I'm
yesterday,
excited.
yesterday I was just at I was at 158, so I'm just like, oh, wow, like not
That's
even a
nice.
cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because nobody loves a tough cut. I mean, I think 10 pounds is usually, I try to let our fighters know that's about the max you should be doing. But of course, we all know it's always more than that. So that's good. You can at least enjoy Memorial Day weekend a bit and not have such a tough week here leading into Fighters Rep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I spoke to you earlier. I just want to kind of get to know you. You're obviously a local here in South Florida, fighting at a combat club, which is a very popular gym here. I'm familiar with the gym. We cross train a lot. And so, obviously, I assume you're probably going to want to be on some more cards and get in the Lions Den more. You're going to be making your debut in the Lions Den Saturday. So go ahead and just tell the Knucklehead Nation Fighters Rep fans a little bit about yourself, kind of, how you started training, a little bit of a background. Give us the lowdown on Joe.
Absolutely. So I started training 4 years ago, and mainly I started with boxing, which is really what I'm good at, and then I started with jiu-jitsu, and then I started processing kickboxing a little bit, and then just got into MMA, and ever since I enjoyed it.
Nice. So you started out in just like typical Western style boxing. Do you have any fights in that? Any experience?
Not boxing, but before I did MMA, I did like 4 kickboxing matches. I started off with that, and then I made my MMA pro debut, and then did like, I'd say, 2 more fights after that, and then I did a kickboxing title fight, which was really fun, and then it led to me for another more couple of MMA fights, and then I went for a title, and I'm
Nice.
pretty much an MMA amateur champion and amateur kickboxing champion.
Yeah, so MMA is kind of the style you prefer. Is that like something you see yourself potentially going pro in one day, or are you already
Yeah.
you're not pro yet, right? No, because this is
Uh,
amateur. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's something you want to do one day for yourself.
Yeah. MMA is my goal.
Yeah, it's definitely, the hot sport here in the US, so I can absolutely see that happening. And what about your nickname? Where does that come from? Is that just kind of like a play off your last name, or tell us about that?
My coach Travis actually gave me the nickname. He gave me the nickname The Real because my last name is actually Diamond. So
Yeah.
my last name comes to my stepdad, actually, Alan Diamond, who adopted me. He's my real dad now because my other dad was not a good person. My mom divorced him, and he's nowhere to be seen now. But Alan Diamond adopted me, and he's done a lot for me. He supported me, and anytime I walk into the cage or anything, like I just think like I'm the real diamond. Like, I'm the real diamond. I'm the best. Like, I'm the best in the world. I'm better than whoever I'm going against. And, that's what I'm going to think this Saturday.
Nice. I love it. That's a true competitor's mentality. You always have to go in there thinking I'm better than the other person, because the minute you doubt yourself is the minute the fight could be on the line. So I can tell you're locked in. So yeah, do you have any other hobbies or sports you like to do outside of fighting, or is this just kind of like your main thing?
This is my main thing. I was always, I used to do like, I never done it like in high school or middle school, but I'd done it like on a little team once when I was probably in, I would say, like around sixth grade. I played basketball. Um, I did it like on a youth team or whatever, but nothing really else except for this.
Yeah, consumed with the fight game. Like most fighters should be, when you commit to this, even at an amateur level, I think you should take it, as seriously as you can, because nobody plays fighting, right? We all get in there to to
Yeah,
hurt each other. So it's good
absolutely.
to be obsessed to an extent. Looks like we have a question coming in here. Let's put it on the screen. Boxing Learner says, "Are you a kickboxer?" I'll go ahead and let you answer that, Joe.
Yes, I'm a kickboxer and MMA.
Nice, nice. Yeah, a lot of fighters typically do multiple disciplines. I like that I saw you also had like a jiu-jitsu win on your, like a tournament win on your page recently, like January it looked like, which
Yeah.
is awesome because, you need to do multiple disciplines and be familiar with different styles of competition. I always encourage our fighters at the gym to try tournament style fighting, also just like, ring style fighting, because it's a different mentality. How was that tournament for you going into that? How did that go? Like, what was that experience like?
It was good, lately I've been just doing a lot of competition, like jujitsu competitions actually to get my like ground game better. And because like mainly in MMA, like I'm always going to be a kickboxer. I'm always going to be standing. I'm always going to choose to stand. And and if any point comes to that route where like I have to use my jujitsu on somebody, I'm gonna use it, and that's what I've been practicing, and that's why I've been doing so many jujitsu competitions, so I
Yeah,
can stay disciplined and get ready.
yeah, for sure. I hear that. What inspires you to like stick to your kickboxing? Like, was there something that kind of stuck with you? Because I know you said you started in boxing, but you've obviously got kickboxing experience. What do you like about the sport?
I mean, as everybody says, I'm long. I'm 6'2", so like my reach is really good. So I always love to like strike, and ever since, and I've started with striking, so mainly it's been my INQ for like my whole life really. So yeah, that's what I choose to do, and I'm good at it.
Do you have any like kickboxers that inspire you, or strikers specifically that you like to emulate or maybe look up to?
I definitely look up to Max Holloway after what he did.
Yeah, I think we all do.
um yeah, I think everybody does.
That was cool.
But mostly my coach Impa Kasanganay, if you know who he is, he's a
Mm,
PFL
mhm.
light heavyweight champion. But yeah, he's been helping me with my striking, and even for this fight camp ever since. And I look up to him every day. He's my brother to me.
That's awesome. It's great to have one of those guys in the gym, right? Someone who's in the pro rankings in the league who can kind of help guide you young ones, because it's really it's tough. There's no direct like path to the pros, and I mean anybody can go pro whenever they want, really. There's not too many requirements other than a couple fights on your record. So, it's nice to have those guys in the gym though, kind of like helping you guys out, kind of telling you mistakes or things they did that maybe they wouldn't do, or just kind of showing you guys the way. So that's great that you have that mentorship down there. Let's get into this fight though. You're taking on Rahamin. I think I'm saying that right. Rahamin Bardugo out of Shiva MMA. And I think you said earlier you've seen him, his work ethic, things about him. What do you think about him so far as an opponent? What have you seen?
I think he's a really good opponent for me. He is very talented, and his work ethic is second to none. So he's a good fighter. He's I think he has the same record as me in kickboxing. And he is the AFL kickboxing champion, and I'm the AFL MMA champion. And it's definitely a big test for me to see how my skills are in kickboxing, and it's definitely a big test for him too because I'm a kickboxing champion and also an MMA champion. So yeah, I mean, we're just gonna go in there Saturday and we're gonna put on fireworks.
Nice. Yeah, I told you that in the intro here. I wanted to interview you guys. I'm hoping to get an interview with Raheem later this week, but I wanted to spotlight you guys because you have some of the more experience on the card. I think both of you together have some of the higher records. So it's nice to see these type of fights because I'm expecting a pretty technical fight. I'm sure you are too. I think in our preview I did with George, I was kind of calling your fight of the night just because I'm like, these guys both have experience and I love seeing guys that come in with a little more, under their belt because not that no one gets tired or there's no adrenaline dump, but you guys typically know how to pace yourselves better. You can output more technique and it gets a little, there's a level change there. So I'm definitely excited for your fight. What are you predicting like so far? I mean, obviously you want to win, but what's your prediction as far as, something for Joe the Real to put in on FightersRep?
I'm predicting just put pressure, a lot of pressure, and uh, listen to my coaches and get the dub.
Nice. Yeah, for sure. What do you think is your fight style though? Like obviously you're a long fighter, you've said that. I've seen some of your stuff. You're definitely 6'2". I didn't realize that. So, how would you consider your style though? Aggressive, or do you like to counter strike? Like what's your style about?
My style is I'm just a pressure fighter. Like I love to just throw a lot and just wear my opponents out. And I like to I definitely like to throw a lot. So that's what you're definitely going to see in this fight.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask you too. You usually fight MMA, so that's in a 4-ounce glove, and now you're coming into kickboxing, which I believe they're doing 8 or 10. So how does that feel for you as a striker? Like, do you have to adjust your accuracy because those 4-ounce gloves are small? There's not a lot of protection, but then you're stepping into kickboxing, and you've got a little more protection behind those gloves. You can defend yourself a little better. So how do you make those adjustments as a striker and a tall guy like yourself?
Um, I kind of just I would say I just kind of like stick with the same game plan. I mean, whatever it's small gloves or big gloves, it doesn't matter to me. I just stick at it as like it's a fight. We're gonna hit each other, and we're trying to get the dub. So it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, I hear that. What's your training schedule been like? Because I know you told me you usually train till about 9:30. That's pretty late and in there. So talk to me a little bit about Combat Club and the training setup you guys got over there. How's it going down there?
It's going good. I've been training with my coaches, Travis Taylor and Impa Kasanganai. I've been going to Miami with Impa Kasanganai's new gym that he's opening up, and I've just been staying disciplined and going with um, my partner's Jason Cruz. If you know him, he's actually fighting that night too. It's gonna be a banger fight. Um, and I've been getting good sparring rounds in. I've been getting bag work in. I've been doing everything I can.
Nice, nice. You guys do like strength and conditioning? What's your cardio like? Like, what do you guys typically do for that style of training?
Um, so we do this thing. It's called Devil's Pit. My coach Travis, my coach Travis created it. It's every Friday. Usually we'll do that. It's like a whole like mixed up of things that we do. Like sometimes we have this like heavy ball we gotta throw it around, or like we're hopping over this box a bunch of times. Really anything like cardio related.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do that, and I do. Like I think everybody should do it. Like a lot of heavy bag work, and you know, I'm just training. I'm training like from morning to night. So really, I'm getting a good amount of training in, and I'm just staying healthy as I can.
Good, good. Yeah, those two a days, man. That's where it's at. I always tell our fighters, like, if you can get here morning and night, you know, the gym's open, got to get the 2 days in, because especially when you're training for a fight, it helps to, you know, get your mind set on that pace, and that, you know, even if it's a 3 minute round fight, 3 rounds, 3 minutes, it's still a lot. It's a lot of outwork. You always have to, I say, kind of overtrain that time so that when you're in the fight, you can kind of that number, that pace will be a lot less for you. So that's great. It sounds like you're putting in good work and you're ready, and I'm ready. I'm glad that you don't have to cut too much weight, because I think we're going to see full full
Yeah.
on Joe the Real Diamond. I have not seen one of your fights in person yet, but I've heard things, so I'm excited. I cannot wait. I'll go ahead and shout out here. We do have, looks like, a new member as well. CC Strawberry, thank you for joining the channel and subscribing. You guys, if you want access to the stream on Saturday, June 1st, you can hear my live commentary along with my co-commentator, Kyle Eberts. We're going to be the commentators for Fighters Rep 23. You have to subscribe to this channel. That is the only way. I'm sorry, join the channel. That's the only way you get access to the stream. So it's $9.99 a month. You can cancel at any time, and you get access to all the previous Fighters Rep cards. So all the Cali cards and the one that we did back in February in Pompano Beach. So we would greatly appreciate all of your support. George Francis, our promoter, works very, very hard to put on these events. He's trying his best to help kickboxing grow here in South Florida. So we would very much appreciate the joining. So shout out to CC Strawberry. And all right, so I feel like, you know, Joe, we got to know you a little bit. We got to hear a little bit about your prediction on Saturday. I'll probably see you weigh-ins on Friday, but you have any last words before you head into the Lions Den on June 1st for your opponent?
I just want to say good luck, much respect, and let's go put on a show Saturday.
I love it. I love it. I'm excited. Well, like I said, I will see you Friday down at the event center for weigh-ins, and then I'll see you Saturday on fight night under the big lights. Thanks for hopping on with me, Joe.
Thank you for having me.
All right. See you guys.